Since the first trailer released back in like August, sometime this summer, I can't really recall, I've been stupidly excited for Rental Family. I mean, the two biggest names included in this movie are Hikari, the director, and Brendan Fraser. And obviously, with how good Whale was and how much I enjoyed Brendan Fraser's performance in Whale, um, I was super excited for him. And Hikari being my favorite director for a TV show that released in the 2020s, Beef, this was like the perfect combination for me. I mean, I'm not a huge TV show guy, but Beef was one of the few shows I began to watch and finish that came out in the 2020s, and it's been kind of in and out for me with TV show releases, but I immediately watched Beef, and it was easily my favorite show that's come out this decade. I haven't watched many others. I don't know if Better Call Saul started this decade, but if that counts, then maybe that. But I loved Beef. I could not believe it. I feel like it's so under talked about, and it's just unbelievable. We get so many great performances. Hikari proved themselves as an amazing director. So yeah, I was pretty easily open to this being a great movie before even seeing it. And to not my surprise at all, this was fucking amazing. I'm giving Rental Family a 9 out of 10. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Brendan Fraser, just like I expected, gave an amazing performance. And I know some people don't think he did that great a job, but as someone who needed to play multiple different roles and also while playing a tear jerky guy in a comedy movie, I think it is brilliant. His role as the father to the little girl and the sort of fake husband, even though they don't do anything at all in the movie romantically. I think he does a great job. His role as the dad was easily the best one. Uh, him the father role he took over and the fake writer role he did for the actor who passed away, unbelievable. The whole walking scene with him and the actor who I should have checked, but it would have been cool if they got a real aged actor for that role. I hope they did. That would have been really cool to see like an old famous Japanese actor take on the role of a famous Japanese retired actor. Man, that would have been amazing, but I'm not too sure if that's true. That's fucking sweet. But yeah, the whole walk they take, the hike where he does the escape plan with him, the breakout. They break out the house. They go on this truck that's behind me. They go up the mountain, and you can see him slowly taking over Brendan Fraser's like ideology and everything. The praying he does, and then going all the way to the end of the movie where Brendan Fraser goes to the church, does the same exact prayer that the old guy does, and sees himself in the mirror. It's all brilliant. I mean, this movie's unbelievable. It looks amazing, which I was pretty worried about. Not that Beef looked bad, but uh, I'm pretty sure Beef was a Netflix original. I could be wrong on that, and I wasn't sure if Hikari had the budget to make this movie look as good as Beef did, and I think it looked fucking great. This movie looks great. There's so many beautiful shots. I love everything with the mountain. Of course, the hike is all brilliant. Everything leading up to the hike is great. I think all the indoor shots don't look poorly lit. Um, the bridge scene where it's the little girl talking to Brendan Fraser, it all looks gorgeous. It's there's nothing bad looking about this movie, and performance wise, everyone gives a damn great performance, and I like that we see all sides of what a rental family could be, and obviously rental families are, in my opinion, they're an issue in Japan. I don't even think they should be a thing, but you get a little bit of everything. You have the business owner who becomes like delusional and actually gets his own family he hires for himself, and he goes home. I couldn't believe that twist. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't think they were gonna have any of the other people involved in rental family problems that we visually see. And it's the first scene where he comes home and the kid has a bad soccer game, and it's like, oh, that's cute. He has his own family life. Let's see how he takes on everything. And then towards the end of the movie, where he goes home and they're eating dinner and he's like, "No, we need to redo this whole thing." And at first I was like, "Is he pretending this is a rental family?" And then it turns out he hired them. I fucking love the twist. Maybe it was predictable, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I thought it was fucking brilliant. I actually thought it was hilarious and sad at the same time. You have the girl coworker. I don't know why I'm forgetting their names right now. See, I saw this movie like literally last week to this day. Um, you have the girl coworker who you see another problem with rental families. You have the abusive stuff, and She was a huge part of the apology program that they had running, and she would come home or she'd come to work every day with like a new bruise on her face, and to see her moment where she finally just breaks free from it and she's like, this dude's cheating on you, he hired me as a fake prostitute or whatever, and then she just leaves the room, and then towards the end of the movie you see the company completely gets rid of the apologies. I fucking loved it, man. I mean, there is really nothing I hated about this movie throughout the entirety of it. It's short as well. I think it's right under the 2-hour mark, but it feels a lot faster. It's really well paced. Uh, there's just nothing I dislike. The acting is great. The story is great. I thought they were gonna do too much with what Brendan Fraser's job was gonna be, because of course he starts off as an actor, and then when he takes the role in the rental family company, he's becoming that dude's friend. He's with the little girl as a dad. Oh, why am I zoning out? He's the writer for the old guy, and he was doing a bunch of other stuff. And I was kind of worried that the hour 50 mark was just because we were seeing too much of what he was doing with these other groups. But I'm happy we just dumbed it down and focused to he's a father and he's a writer. Of course, all fake. And I think it all just works great. I don't know. Maybe I blabbered too much during this review, but I really enjoyed Rental Family. If you haven't seen Rental Family, it's not one of my surprises of the year. It's one of my you hit the expectations exactly how I expected you to do of the year, and it's pretty sad to say it hasn't been that common this year. A lot of movies have been surprising me or absolutely obliterating my expectations, but Rental Family was amazing. So if you haven't seen Rental Family, it's one of the few movies coming out for the rest of this year that has a bigger name actor and hopefully a bigger name director, with Hikari hopefully taking on more directing roles in the future. Uh, just loved it.